let this be a normal field trip? With a friend? No way!
Cruising on down Main Street, you're relaxed and feeling good. Next thing that you know, you're seeing octopus in the neighborhood, surfing on a sine wave, swinging through the stars. Take a left and you'll be testing. Take your second right past Mars on the magic scuba. Alligator nostril, climb on the magic scuba. Spank a plankton too. On our magic scuba. Drop the river of lava on the magic scuba. Such a fine thing to do. Right on the magic scuba.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Today on CVTV, a segment on senior projects, Coach Ty's speech, and E-News.
Good morning, CV. I'm Stephanie Montini.
And I'm Aiden Linder.
Seniors, as a reminder, senior projects are due April 1st. Please see Mrs. Jones or Mrs. Kostelek with any questions.
Attention new NHS inductees. Practice for the Thursday induction ceremony is Thursday of this week during Academic Study Hall. Report to the auditorium directly after Block 4.
FBLA is selling CV Pura Vida bracelets for $6. See one of the officers or stop in Miss DeLon's room to purchase a bracelet.
Attention all girls in grades 9 through 11. JV and varsity cheerleading signups deadline is March 15th.
Reminder, tomorrow evening at 6:30 will be the CV Talent Show. There is no cost to attend, but donations will be collected for the Merck and Mags Foundation. That's all we have for you today, CV. Hey CV, it's Steph.
And Kendall here with a special segment on Coach Ty's Martin Luther King Jr. speech.
Here are some highlights from his speech.
And an exclusive interview with Coach Ty.
So in saying that, let's all give a nice warm welcome to Mr. Dixon.
I am happy to join you today in what will go down in history as the greatest demonstration for freedom in the history of our nation. I got into Memphis, and some began to talk about the threats that were out, or what would happen to me from some of our sick white brothers. Well, I don't know what will happen now. We've got some difficult days ahead, but that...
What inspired you to do this?
What inspired me to do the speech was the fact that Dr. Martin Luther King was very, very, very influential person for me, because coming up, being a student here at Center High School, I did not have a black teacher. When I went to IUP, I didn't have a black professor. So I started kind of researching and looking around, and I really liked his message and the words that he had to say, and that inspired me.
You know, some time ago, while doing a book signing in the great state of New York, I was approached by a deranged woman. And as I looked up, I felt a throbbing in my heart and chest. The woman had stabbed me, and they rushed me to the hospital. The doctors informed me that the blade was very close to my aorta. And if I had nearly sneezed, it would have hit and I would have bled out.
How do you think it was received today?
I thought it was received pretty good. The crowd sounded like they were into it. We had a good ovation, which happened afterwards. I thought the student body was very attentive, and I thought they got into it a little bit.
It said simply, Dr. King, I'm a 9th grade student at White Plains High School. And she said, while it should not matter, I would like to mention that I'm a white girl. And I read in the paper of your misfortune and of your suffering. And I read that if you would have merely sneezed, you would have died.
So why did you pick the specific speeches that you did?
Because those were the most powerful to me. I believe that they resonated and they gave a message to the audience. I think they were very, very powerful. I think people remember those speeches in what he did and what he had to say.
Their backs up. That whenever men and women straighten their backs up, they are going somewhere. Because a man can't ride you on your back unless it's bent. Let's talk about America for a moment. America is a great nation. It has become one of the most powerful nations on this planet. America is striving to be strong, but America is looking at things from a twisted point of view.
So how many schools will you present?
This year, I'm going to present them at 4 different schools, and I'll also do some churches. I've done some churches in the past, so we're trying to spread it around and get the word around a little bit to the community.
And then is there any final message you'd like to say to the school?
To say to the school, I would like to say that you guys treat everybody the same, treat everybody good. Hopefully you guys got a good message from this. Hopefully you got fired up from this. And remember that, listen, if I cut my arm, you cut your arm, we're all going to bleed the same color. So, hey, we're all in this thing together. Be good to each other. Study hard. Get good grades. And do the right thing.
Is it on? Oh, I think it was great. I think he inspired many throughout the entire school. He was very good speaker.
He did a good job. I think he knew what he was saying. He sounded good. He looked good. It was good.
It was really enjoyable. I think they talked about a lot of important things.
I actually loved it. The speech was great. I loved seeing everyone get the awards.
Love Coach Ty.
Is it recording right now? The assembly was wonderful. Coach Ty made my day. I was in tears. I was so happy. Bryce, how do you feel?
I feel the same exact way. I'm so happy that he did it, and it brought a tear to my eye, honestly.
We love Coach Ty.
What do you think, Fear? It was fun.
What about you, Mitch?
10 out of 10.
Shout out Coach Ty. Love that man.
What about Mitch? Shout out to Coach Ty. Wonderful job.
Love you, Coach Ty.
Let freedom ring from Lookout Mountain, Tennessee. Let freedom ring from every hill and every molehill of Mississippi. From every mountainside. And when we let it ring from every village and every hamlet, every state and every city, we will be able to speed up that day when all of God's children, black man and white man, Jews and Gentiles, Protestants and Catholics, will be able to join hands in singing the words of the old Negro spiritual. Free at last, free at last. Thank God Almighty, we are free at last.
That's all we have for you today, CV.
Have a great day.
Hey CV, I'm Maggie Brown.
And I'm Morgan Mahalik. Seniors, the year is coming to an end. You know what that means?
Senior projects! For senior projects, you have 2 options to pick from, either a career-based presentation or the 40-hour community service project.
For the career-based project, you will be using careerzone.org to research 5 careers. There is a form in Shobi you will need to fill out. You also need to complete a job shadow, either in person or virtually, with a 250-word essay.
For the 40 hours of community service, there are 6 components you need. You will need 40 hours of community service, completed job shadow, and a 500-word paper about your experience during your community service.
Community service opportunities are everywhere, but if you need help, Mrs. Jones is always here to help you out.
For both projects, a resume, some sort of visual aid, and completing a presentation is required.
Senior projects are due April 1st. The Shelby code is DPJ7F with all of the forms needed.
If you have any questions, see Mrs. Jones in room MB114 or email her at ljones@centralvalleysd.net.
That's all we have for you today, CB. Have a great day. This week on E! News, Tony Hawk breaks his femur, Travis Scott announces Project Heal, and Sydney Sweeney is engaged. Hey CB, I'm Grace.
And I'm Olivia. The legendary skater Tony Hawk showed on Instagram pictures of him in the hospital and an x-ray picture of a broken femur.
Hawk wrote, "Yesterday sucked. I broke my elbow 20 years ago and managed to make a full comeback. This recovery for a broken femur will be much harder because of its severity, but I'm up for the challenge."
We wish Tony Hawk a healthy and fast recovery.
In other news, Travis Scott vows to honor the victims of the Astroworld tragedy with a new initiative he's calling Project Heal.
The rapper says this is a multi-tier initiative aimed at addressing challenges facing today's youth when it comes to academic scholarships, mental health resources, and event safety.
Travis says he wants to take much-needed action towards supporting real solutions that make all events the safest spaces they can possibly be. He also says he will always honor the victims of the Astroworld tragedy who remain in his heart forever.
Lastly, Euphoria star Sydney Sweeney is engaged to boyfriend Jonathan Davina.
News of their engagement comes after the actress was pictured wearing a diamond ring on her left finger during an outing in Los Angeles.
That's all we have for you today, CB. Tune in next week for more E! News. Have a good day.